Hello, welcome to another edition of 52 Tips to Land Your Next Job. And make sure you listen all the way to the end because I have a bonus tip for you as well. You know, the thank you note can be a very powerful asset for you during the job search, but it can also be a detriment if it's not done well and in a timely manner. The first thing is that your thank you note actually begins to get formulated even before the interview. Because as you're preparing for the interview on how you're going to deliver the message about your strengths and how you're going to address the needs of the company, those are the concepts that will ultimately end up in your thank you note as well. Then, when you're in the interview, you want to make sure that you're taking notes or you have a good memory so that you know what are the strengths that you saw got a good reaction from the interviewer. Maybe it's their facial expression, body language. Maybe they came right out and said it to you. That or those are the strengths you want to reinforce. And what are the needs that you heard about in that interview that you want to talk to in the thank you note about how you'll be able to address those? Now, the thank you note also should be delivered in a very timely manner. Some people ask whether it should be an electronic or a handwritten. Well, the fact of the matter is, handwritten is nice, but it's going to take a while to get there. So I suggest you definitely write an electronic thank you note. And if you want, you could mention to them in there that maybe you're a sucker for the personal touch, so that they should also expect a handwritten note coming to them through the mail as well. Now, the thank you note should start by addressing the person by name and then reiterating your excitement, your passion for the role. You should then go to the next paragraph, which would be maybe 2 sentences, 3 at the most, to reinforce the strengths that you bring to the role and reinforce how those strengths will address the needs of the company. And then finally, you want to let them know again that you're interested in the job, looking forward to hearing back from them, and letting them know that you'll follow up if you don't hear back from them. Now, another approach you might consider if you really uncover a great need in that interview is you might even want to send an example of your work. It could be something that's similar, that addresses a need similar to the one you heard in the interview, or you might even help them out by addressing that need. Give them an example of your work by helping them with a challenge that they have. I've known of a couple people who have done that, and it's actually turned a time where they weren't going to get an offer into a time where they at least had another opportunity to win that job. So I mentioned to you that there was going to be a bonus tip at the end of this video, and that is this. Sending a thank you note after the job interview, it really is a requirement of the job search. But how many of you send a note before the interview? I would suggest that you might want to send a thank you note a day or two before the interview, just to say thank you for the opportunity to come in to interview with you tomorrow for XYZ job. I'm very excited to talk to you about how my skills and experience will help you and your company meet and exceed the goals that you have for the coming year and years to come. Something to that effect. I would bet that you will be the only one who sends a pre-interview thank you note. And one of the goals of the job search is to separate yourself from the crowd, and that's a great way to start to do that. I hope this has been helpful for you. If you have any questions or would like to talk about your personal job search situation, please reach out to me at ken@surecoaching.com. Thank you. I look forward to coming back to you with another tip to help you land your next job. Until then, be well and take care.